Hey guys, what's going on? It's Corrupt back again with another great episode of Improving Your Game. This is going to be episode number 4, and I'm going to be talking about free-for-all in this video. So, let me just start off by stating that free-for-all is an 8-man game type, and because it's free-for-all, it's a, one life sort of thing. So that means you only get, not one life, I rephrase, one teammate, like one-man teams, so it's technically a 1v7. But the other 7 people are also fighting each other as well. So it's not that bad. Most of the time you'll only get into 1v1 situations, which is great. And the objective of this game is a quest for 30 kills. Or the most kills by the end of the time limit, which happens fairly frequently actually. And yeah, so a little bit of math for you guys. Every single kill you get gets you 3.3% closer to your goal. And that's stating every death you get gets whoever killed you 3.3% closer to the goal. Can be useful, sometimes not. I don't know. If the same person keeps killing you, you're really helping them out. If you keep killing the same person, they're really helping you out. So let's talk a little bit about the HUD here, and that stands for heads up display, and that actually shows you a lot on free for all. Now naturally it shows you the UAV and things like that, but I want to talk about the score part because it's a little bit different in free for all because there's technically 8 different teams. So what happens in free for all is if you're losing, if you are not the first place player, it will show your score as the bottom score, and whoever is in first place as the top score. That will be the winning score. If you are winning, it will show you your score in the winning slot, and in the losing slot, it'll show whoever's closest to catching you. So whoever the second place person is, or if there's a tie for second place, it'll show you that score. Which is actually pretty useful because you can tell exactly how many kills behind you they are, because each kill you get gets you 50 points towards that. I'm just going to move my mic a little bit farther away from my computer so you guys don't hear the whirring of the computer. That tends to happen. But yeah. So, next thing I want to talk about in free-for-all is that you want to stay to the outsides of the map. Free-for-all is a game type where if you're in the middle, you have 7 people that are going to kill you at the same time. That is just like a 7-man rape right there, and it's certainly illegal. Kidding. But yeah, so you want to stay to the outsides of the map, and what I like to do is I like to hold an area like you guys can see right now. I'm holding an area in between 2 spawn points, and the reason that I like doing this is because if you hold an area near the spawn points, you'll frequently get kills. You'll get kills as much as you can, because in free-for-all, it's actually based off of a revenge spawn system. What that means is that when you kill somebody, they're going to spawn in the closest available spot to you. So that means that if you're right up on a spawn, they won't spawn on that spawn. They'll spawn as close to you as possible. And that means they'll come back to kill you. And so if you hold an area in between 2 spawns, all you got to do is just keep running back and forth in between those 2 spawns, and you can usually trap 2 people within that. And it's pretty useful because you can't get the same spawn twice, or you can, but there's very few circumstances where you can get the same spawn twice. So you just hold between 2 spawn points, and there you go. So with that, you want to play slow and you want to focus, and you want to abuse the heads-up display that you're given. You get this great mini-map that can show you everything you want to know. If you hit start, you can see the whole map, which is also very useful. And if you abuse that, you'll be able to hold those 2 spawn points really, really well. Next thing that I want to talk about is only use kill streaks that you know you will get. Free for all, you are the only person there. You're not. Everything you do, every move you make helps or hurts your team because you're the only person on the team. So you want to be able to get kill streaks that you know you can get for a fact. Things that, if you're not a strong player, run support and just run 4 and 5. Get yourself a UAV and counter UAV and just hold with that, or maybe some ballistic vests. If you're a better player, go maybe 3-5-7, and if you're a great player, throw on those Pavlos and Juggernauts and Osprey Gunners or whatever. If you know you're going to get those high kill streaks, go for it. I've also noticed a lot of people like using Specialist in free-for-all, and that's for a good reason. It'll help you win those gunfights. Personally, I don't like that, because I find that in free-for-all, there's 7 things your kill streaks can kill, as opposed to in a regular game where there's only 6. So I find that free-for-all is actually a great place to use kill streaks, because of the fact that there's 7 more there's 1 more extra target as opposed to in a standard another standard game mode, not ground war, of course. Oh, that was such a fail right there. But yeah, so Also, you'll notice in this game, I don't know if you guys noticed yet, I'm losing, but I'm losing to boosters. Boosters are very, very prominent in free-for-all. You know, learn to expect them as much as nobody likes them. You got to learn to expect them because that's just sort of what happens. Boosters are a part of the game, sadly, and they will, you know, they'll enjoy killing you as much as possible. We're not killing you, but killing, you know, I guess each other. In this game, there was boosters, and I actually do lose this game, but I lose it to boosters, which is why I chose to upload this game. I actually held the lead to the person that was behind me by quite a lot. Anyway, so let's hop in. We're about halfway through the video now. Let's hop into exactly the class setup that I would recommend. So I'm actually using part of that class in this game, and because I would recommend an MP7 with a silencer. The main reason for that is because it's a good long-range gun and it's a good close-range gun. In free-for-all, you're going to be getting in all kinds of engagements, no matter what map. You'll get into the long-range, close-range, mid-range, everything. Because you're the only person there, you can't just push one type of engagement. You're going to be in all kinds of them. And the MP7 is great at all types of engagements. It might take a couple extra bullets to kill at long-range, but it's still good. And with a suppressor, usually, for the most part, it's got really low recoil, so long-range won't be a problem. And at close range, it's still pretty powerful. So, great weapon. My secondary weapon of choice is going to be the MP9 with a silencer. And the only reason I'm recommending that is because it's the only good secondary with a silencer for the most part. All the other ones, the pistols are really weak and all that. So it's that's I mean the main reason I would recommend the MP9, because in free for all you want to try and stay off the radar, because like I said, you can abuse the radar so much. So why would you let the enemies abuse the radar against you? Look at this, look at this. Boosters. Anyway, so stay off the radar as much as possible and you're good. Now, along with staying off the radar, my perk setup that I'm going to recommend supports that. I'm going to recommend Blind Eye, Assassin, and Steady Aim. And before you guys start disagreeing with me, let me explain exactly why. Assassin is there to keep you off the radar. I would never recommend changing that out in free-for-all because it's so useful. Especially in a game type like this. Steady aim is great on the MP7, especially in free for all. If you're going to be holding down between two spawns, you're going to get caught mid sprint quite a lot. And actually, in any type of playstyle for free for all, you will be caught sprinting if you're trying to move around in any way, unless you're sitting in a corner. So if you're going to be caught sprinting, why not you know, be able to recover from that sprint as fast as possible with steady aim. Again, on top of that, Blind Eye is there to keep the enemy kill streaks from getting you, but if you notice that you're in the lead and the enemies aren't getting kill streaks, always keep another class on hand that has maybe extreme conditioning or sleight of hand, because that can be useful too. Both of those are very useful perks. So if you notice the enemies aren't getting kill streaks, then you won't need Blind Eye. Now, as far as your equipment goes, I'm going to recommend a Semtex. As you can see, I'm using in this. It's a good way to pick up an easy kill, and it's a kill-based game type, so there's no reason, you know, not to try and get as many kills as possible. And the other thing I'm going to recommend is the portable radar. Now, the portable radar won't pick up anybody with Assassin, so don't rely on it completely. Don't watch one door and camp there and have your portable radar watching behind you, because somebody will eventually come and kill you. But if you do notice, however, that so use your portable radar kind of as like a tool to help you, because if somebody does appear on the radar, they're guaranteed to be there. But if they don't, look at that turn on. But if they don't appear on the radar, they might not be. They might still be there. So just use it, you know, throw it around here and there, just drop it somewhere. And if you happen to see somebody, awesome, free kill. If you don't see anybody, well, you might still want to just be cautious anyway. And the last thing that I'm actually going to recommend, like I said before, kill streaks, that's really up to you. It's got to be what you think you can use best. But the last thing I'm going to recommend is actually for your death streak is revenge. And the main reason I'm actually recommending that, this is the only game type I'll recommend it, is because free-for-all has a revenge spawn system, like I was talking about. So it's actually based off of the enemy being able to spawn as close to you as possible. So if you die a bunch of times in a row, you're probably spawning near either the same person or the same few people. So you'll know exactly where they are if you've got revenge. The little headshot symbol appears right above them, so you can just sort of pop up and go get a free kill or so. But anyway, guys, this video wrapped up. I hope you enjoyed the video. You guys will see this was a booster. You don't see it in the final kill cam, but this was the guys that I killed before boosting. You know, so that happens, I guess. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you guys know what to do. Anyway, peace out, guys. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment and let me know what your favorite part was, because I love reading the comments, the positive comments. But on top of that, I also love reading the negative comments too, because it lets me know how I can improve to make better videos to help you guys out. So if for any reason you didn't like the video, or if there was any part you didn't like, please leave a comment and let me know. And if you feel the need to dislike the video, you can do that too. But I would honestly rather you see some negative comments so that I can improve on my videos. So why don't you guys go ahead and do that now? And if you check the description of this video, there will be plenty of links to other playlists that I have, as well as my Twitter account if you happen to have one. I post anywhere from 1 to 2 tweets a day to 20 tweets a day, depending on what sort of mood I'm in, what I'm doing that day. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This has been Corrupt.